In the past few days, the NCAA has been working to make things easier on student athletes. Their most recent moves involve new transfer and redshirt moves. Once the student's name goes into the database, coaches from other schools are allowed to contact the athlete. Although conferences can make their own rules to overrule this if a player wants to transfer within the conference, they should still be free to move on outside the conference. With the original rule, players had to request permission to transfer, and that made things difficult if a coach didn't want a player to leave, especially if he wanted to transfer within the conference. One of the most recent examples of this is Alabama football coach Nick Saban denying offensive lineman Brandon Kennedy to transfer to either Auburn or Tennessee. With this new rule, Kennedy has announced he will continue his career at Tennessee. Nicholas Clark, who represents the Division I Student Athlete Advisory Committee on the council, said, "This will clean up the process and give more influence and flexibility to student athletes." The NCAA also amended their redshirt rule for Division I football. Now players are allowed to participate in up to 4 games before losing their redshirt. This change helps athletes who might need a redshirt due to injury or other unforeseen circumstances. Council Chair Blake James said this change promotes not only fairness for college athletes, but also their health and well-being. Redshirt football student athletes are more likely to remain engaged with the team, and starters will be less likely to feel pressure to play through injuries. So now, thankfully, players won't lose a year of eligibility when they are put into a game late in the season due to injury. Fans can now get a sneak peek of talented stars, while the players can also keep their red shirt. And now, redshirt players can work toward a goal of possibly even seeing the field in their first season with the team, which could make practices more competitive. This could also help teams tremendously when it comes to bowl season, or if a player on the roster gets suspended and they need to put a redshirt player in the game. And the final rule is the new kickoff rule. You may have heard of the changes to kickoffs coming to the NFL, and the NCAA is also making some changes. Now, if a player makes a fair catch inside the 25-yard line, it will result in a touchback and the ball will be spotted at the 25. The NCAA said they are, of course, looking to increase the number of touchbacks and eliminate violent collisions.